It is, yeah, it's still morning. It's still morning-ish. So it is Friday.
Look
And
at his face.
Look at what's face?
His eyes, like his, yeah,
Oh. She's looking at her juice cup, and it's one of those Lego hologram things, like you move and the eyes change. Oh, there it goes.
That's how you do it.
Anyway, it is a Friday. I kind
You can't see
of
me.
maybe had a little bit of a parental
Guys,
fail
you
this
can't
morning.
see me now.
Hang on, guys. Anyway, I maybe had, I don't know if it's a parental fail, I don't know. But this morning, I woke up and I was like looking at our calendar and I'm like, oh man, Keez has a doctor's appointment at 1, and it's just one of those things, like with Piper's school and Zoe's school. I don't know why this is the case, but if I check them out early, or maybe it's not the case with Zoe's, I'm not sure. But I know with Piper's school, if I check her out early, she's marked absent the whole day. I don't know if they take roll at the end of the day. I don't know what the deal with that is, but she's just marked absent the whole day. And I was like, you know what? We're going to have a mental health day here at home. It's been a rough couple of weeks for me personally and for my husband. And it would just be nice to not have the struggle of like getting them all to school. Plus, I also know that Narcisa's doctor will write an excuse for all of them. So they'll all be excused. It's all going to be an excused absence. I also looked at the calendar for each of their classes, and today is review day. There's no tests today. They didn't miss anything. So that is why they are home. But it's just hard, you know, like I would have to check out all 4 kids from school if I sent them to take them to a doctor's, and then they'd all still be marked absent even if I did that. So we're just hanging out at home. Narcisse has a doctor's appointment for his pin removal. I'm pretty sure they will schedule the pin removal today. He's going to have an x-ray. The doctor's going to review it, and we will hopefully get his pin removal underway and under control. Hi. What you doing?
You got gum? Me and Piper?
No. That was a long time ago. That gum is long gone, unless it's up here. I don't think it's up there. Nope, there's no gum.
Yeah, there is.
No, I think Daddy ate it. We'll buy you more, okay? I'm sorry. We'll buy you more. Daddy didn't know that it was yours, and he put it in his bag for work. We'll get you more, I promise.
Daddy eats too fast.
I promise.
Daddy eats too fast.
So I was just making coffee, and I realized that I've been doing this probably the last 2 weeks or so. You guys know I started drinking decaf for obvious reasons. Well, I don't have to drink decaf now, but I tried to go back. This is like off-brand coffee, but I tried to go back just to regularly caffeinated coffee, and I can't drink it. Like, I can drink, like, if I drink 1 cup of the regular calf coffee, I'm just shaky and jittery, and I don't know if my body just got, you know, not so used to it, and that's what it was. But I can't do it. So I usually make I make way too much coffee. I don't drink at all. I don't know why I make so much. It's just what I do. I make 8 cups. I drink maybe 2 or 3 throughout the day. So I do 2 scoops of the normal caffeinated coffee, and then I do 2 scoops of decaf. That way it's like a half calf kind of thing. And I think you can buy coffee that is actually half calf, but that seems to be the recipe that my body is tolerant to at the moment. Anyway, I'm gonna sit down over there with my boys and drink a little bit of coffee and relax for a minute, and then I'm gonna get in the shower, and then I gotta get my girlies dressed. Yes, love.
How can a helicopter fly upside down?
'Cause it's awesome. I don't know. That's actually
Which mountain?
Oh, is it Witch Mountain? Yeah. I was about to say, I was thinking, like, I thought it was like a picture. I was like, that looks like a still from Witch Mountain. Mm-hmm. You're actually watching Witch Mountain, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good deal.
It's Which Mountain?
Yeah. I love that they love all of those old movies. Get off my counter, y'all.
No.
This cat. This little thing. Did you know, Bo, that most of the viewers can't stand it when you're on the counter? I'm just saying.
He's like, okay.
I don't know how to stop him, you guys. He just jumps up there. He's probably about to do it again. I have 4 kids. I don't have the time or energy to try to teach my cat not to jump on the counter when he's been doing it for years. Like, he's always just jumped up on the counter. And you know, before I do any type of like food prep right here, obviously I disinfect the countertop. So it's not like the cat's sitting there while I'm preparing food, but anyway, it is what it is. I need to clean up all these papers too. Since I got my Erin Condren planner from, oh, what was her name? Bronte? Is that your name? I think that's your name. Since I got this, I have just done away with my wall calendar. This just seems more convenient and more handy. I probably need to move it to a location where kids can't get to it, specifically Aiden, because Aiden could easily reach it right here, and I'm afraid if he gets a hold of it, it's going to be ripped to shreds. So I definitely need to find a safer space for it. Okay, I just spent like the last hour texting various family members and kind of having to like swallow my pride a little bit because I had to ask them like, hey, when's your birthday? When's your anniversary? I can't remember. Like, I just had to be really honest to be like, I don't remember. I'm sorry. You need to tell me so that I can remember this next time. I'm always really bad at remembering. We have a lot of family members, and I'm really bad at remembering whose birthday is when or whose anniversary is when, and then I'll see like an update on Facebook and be like, oh, I missed it, you know? So I've really been trying to utilize this planner, and I have everyone's anniversary, I have everyone's birthday down. So when it rolls around this year, I'm not gonna forget it. I can be thoughtful. That was one of my big New Year's goals, was that I wanted to be a more thoughtful person. I don't think I'm an unthoughtful person. I think I'm a forgetful person. And I just have so much going on that it's hard for me to remember birthdays or anniversaries, and it just slips my mind, but I don't want to be like that. I want to be able to send a card or send a gift or, you know, a little like a week ahead of time, just to let them know that I remember, I'm thinking of you and wishing you the best. So that's my goal this year. I have everyone in the family and a bunch of friends down to remember. So we're going to get that done. I'm excited for this year. Yeah. I'm excited to like move on. I'm excited to just get a bunch of these house projects done. I'm excited for warmer weather. It sounds silly. I'm not a summer gal. I don't love summer. In fact, I usually hate summer because it's just hot and humid, and in Alabama, summers are just not a pleasant experience, at least not for me. But I'm excited about this summer. I really want to plant my garden. That's a goal I want to do this summer. I talked about it for years and years, and I was gonna do it last summer, and I just didn't do it. I don't know. I was just lazy, and I just never did get out there and, you know, get it done. So I'm going to work hard this year to get everything done. And for those of my newer subscribers, I don't know if you remember me talking about this when we moved into this house or when we were looking for this house. I was saying how I wanted a house where we had a lot of land. I wanted 20 to 30 acres because I wanted to start homesteading. That is still an ultimate goal of mine. As it turned out, it just wasn't in our budget this time when we moved this last time. It just wasn't there. We could afford the land, but then the house on the land was really horrible, or we could afford a really nice house and not the land. So obviously, because we have 4 kids, we have a large family, we had to choose a better home and hardly any land at all. We just live in a neighborhood, and it is what it is. But my ultimate goal is to be able to look out of my kitchen window and just see our land. I don't want to see the backs of houses. I don't want to see other buildings. I don't want to see neighbors' yards or anything like that. I just want to see our land. So that is a goal, and I don't know when it's going to happen. I think in the next 2 to 3 years, we want to find our property, because the next house we live in, we do want to build. We will have to build. We have too many specifications and whatever, you know, with the boys and everything, that it would just be best if we built our own house. So, and it's not going to happen soon. It's not happening soon, don't get me wrong. But yeah, 2 to 3 years, I think we'll buy the land, and then hopefully within 10 years, you know, we can have the house built and everything like that. But I really want a chicken coop. I want goats. I want my own garden. I want an orchard of fruit trees. It's just something I really want to do. I've always wanted to do that. And I really have the heart for it. And I want to can all of our stuff and just live off the land and be as self-sufficient as possible. That is my ultimate goal. Right now, we're in that urban rat race, you know.
I want a horse.
And Zoe wants a horse. I want a horse too. I cannot tell a lie. I want a horse too.
I want to ride the horse.
Yeah, but
like
when
Nana had. She was little.
yeah, but when we do move initially, it's just going to probably be the land for a few years, you know, and we'll keep it up or whatever, and then we'll build our house. I'm gonna start out crazy slow, y'all. I'm gonna have like a chicken coop and a few goats, and that's all I'm gonna have at first. Because if I overwhelm myself, I feel like I'm not gonna do it. Why does the whole world start talking to me when I start vlogging? What is it, buddy? It always happens that way. I'll pick up the camera because my kids are being so quiet and good, and then the second I start talking, every single one of them runs to me and starts wanting to chat with me, so it's okay. Anyway, that is an ultimate goal of mine. I know it's been a long time since I've mentioned the homesteading goal or anything like that, but it is still a goal. It is still hopefully going to happen at some point. It's just not cheap, you know, to
Okay. I want to tell the camera though.
Come here. What?
Okay. I want to live on a ranch.
A ranch?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just told me that.
And I really want to. I want to I want to have one horse. No, 2 horses. And I want to have like 3 cows or something, and that's it.
Yeah.
And chickens and bunnies.
Yeah, I do too. I want a
And
lot.
goats.
Yeah. Okay, go play.
Because goats give cheese, and we don't have.
That's true. Goat cheese. You're right.
And
what do chickens give?
chicken.
Well, yeah, if you kill them and eat them.
Eggs.
Eggs. Good job. All right, go play. Anyway. It's definitely a goal, but you know, and I know you can homestead on the cheap, like I get that, but for us, with as many kids as we have, you know, we would have to build our house and we would have to find the land, and we have to make sure that the land that we get is not in a flood zone and that it's agriculturally and residential zoned, and you know, it's just going to be tough, and we have to make sure that like this is where my husband's job is going to be. We're not going to be moving, because obviously if we buy that much land and we invest that much into our land, we want it to be like a permanent stay kind of a thing. So that also needs to happen. So we'll see guys. It's not a cheap venture, that is for sure. But I really hope we get there in the next 10 years. I say 10 years. That seems like a long time to me, but I'm just trying to be realistic. It may happen in 5. I don't know. At any rate, I'm going to go I'm trying to get this off. I've had this string tied on this stinking light since like Christmas, and I just haven't bothered to try to pull it off. Anyway, I'm gonna go get in the shower, and then I need to get the girls dressed. I've already got the boys ready. They've already been bathed, fed, and they are dressed, so I just have to dress the girls and fix their hair. And then we can go. Got it. Hey, troublemaker. Look who's on the counter again, guys. We've just got to embrace the cat on the counter.
You should play with him. He's very good.
We should play with him.
Wink. I want to name Winkie.
You want to name him Winkie?
Mm-hmm.
We got Bobo long before you or Zoe were even born.
He winked.
He blinked. He didn't wink. Did you know we had Bo for years and years before you were even born? Before Zoe was even born. She's like, I don't care, Mom. You care, don't you, Bo?
Peekaboo. You can.
Oh, and another thing I just now thought of. She's getting the paper from the van. Another thing, I've had questions with this for a while. A lot of y'all have been asking if I have a birth vlog from Zoe or Piper. Sadly, I do not have one from Zoe. We were not vlogging when Zoe was born. But when Piper was born, I wasn't daily vlogging, but I did like mommy vlogs and like updates and on my webcam. Like they're really bad videos. But I do have Piper's birth video on my channel, and it's called C-section. I don't know. It has C-section in the title. I will link that video below if you guys want to check that video out. I do have her whole birth vlog on this channel, so yes, it is there. I think it's hard for some of you guys to find it because you have to sift through like 200 something videos to hunt it down, so I will definitely link that below. All right. Where are we at, Keys? You at your doctor? Yep. The girl's playing. Aiden's over there hanging out in a stroller. He's got his toy. I let them all bring a toy today. Usually I don't do that. Piper had picked out a pony.
Don't say it. Don't say
one of Zoe's ponies, and she dropped it. Like, we're on like the 5th floor, and she dropped it all the way down to the bottom of the parking garage. So Piper
You
gets.
said it.
Yes, I'm telling the camera. Piper is going to buy Zoe a new toy because she dropped it.
I want her to buy it today.
Well, we're probably this weekend we'll do it.
Please. Or. This I have a car.
Buddy.
Hi.
Hi.
It's a happy car.
Just don't hurt. We are definitely the loudest room in this doctor's office. Like, I'm sure they can hear us all the way out in the hallway.
So Cam giving the computer.
They've pulled out like all the toys out of the bag. Piper, stop being fussy. She's going through this like majorly fussy stage where she just has a fit about everything. And it's probably every hour on the hour, it seems like. Piper, stop. You had a fit to play with it. It's yours. You play with it. You have to behave. Keez is being a good boy, huh? It's not gonna hurt. You're being good too. Yeah, you're being good too. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave you out. You're good when you don't fuss and cry about stuff.
Yeah, well, see, you added stuff to it, so she's not really doing good.